spoke afterwards about the fight and his commentary about the fight was basically like, you know what, something's fishy with it. I'm trying to get like the exact clips, and I'm not putting words in his mouth because essentially it came down to a word. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, I'm not being too anal. Pause. Is because this is all about semantics. That's kind of what happened. Here we go.
Aiden is overly selling his decision-making skills, which is ultimately, obviously, he's receiving the flack. That's why he cares to over-explain himself. I'm all of a sudden banned from brand risk, even though I said I would never fight on brand risk.
No, he was reacting to a fake clip too. Okay, all right. Anyway, if I can't find the actual clip of him like, saying something more, I'll just kind of give you the update of what happened. So, all right. So, Aiden calls me. The fight happens. You hear Blue's comments. There's a couple more comments. I can't find it all. He says, yo, it's like, I just want you to be in the conversation with Wack because, Wack, who's doing business for Blueface, is getting a little bit belligerent. And I said, of course, I'm always a good guy for Aiden. Aiden's my guy, right? And also I don't like Aiden getting bullied, right? It's a white dude. He's not racist. I think he does a lot of stuff for black creators, black people. I stand by Aiden, right? But he wants me to be part of this conversation. So I get a part of the conversation. And as soon as I do, I called Wack afterwards. Here was Aiden's point and here was Wack's point. And I'll tell you where I come in. Aiden's point was this. Everybody got paid on brand risk except Blueface. And I said, well, why didn't he get paid? He did the best job at the fight. I think he brought the biggest crowd. I think it's a reason why those numbers were crazy. Blueface is a draw. And I think he deserves to get paid. So Aiden tells me this. And I'm going to be very honest. I really have no horse in the race because I'm really friends with both of these guys. Aiden says, listen, you know how this goes. So the fighters get paid from our sponsor. Our sponsor is RainBet. RainBet is a online gambling casino that people could choose. You could bet on sports. You could clearly bet on the fight. You could bet on whatever you want to. And as part of the contract that they signed, so this is very clear. Even though brand risk is owned by Aiden, the sponsor is financing the fights. Okay? This is not brand risk or Aiden putting up the money. He basically, I would think, gets like a budget. Don't know exactly how it works, but probably gets a budget to produce the show and probably get a budget to pay fighters. After the performance, and remember, they have brand risk logo. RainBet logos all over the place. You could tell by, look even at this thumbnail right here. RainBet tells Aiden, hey, listen, we're cool with paying all of the other fighters, but Blueface we're having an issue with. And Aiden says, why? They say to Aiden, well, Blueface came out and basically accused the event of being rigged. Our whole business, motto and our whole business, engine is about people understanding that if you come to our casino, the odds are the odds. No one's fucking with nothing. And for them, that is a integral and centerpiece portion of their main business. So they withheld his pay until they could at least have Aiden talk to Blueface and his people to figure out what's the medium. So I'm telling Aiden, I said, well, Aiden, he kind of got to get paid. The guy did his job. And he's like, well, if he'd never said what he said in the ring, he would have gotten paid. So I said, all right, cool. Let me go talk to Wack. And after I talk to Wack, I'll come back to talk to you. So I hit Wack up. And when I hit Wack up, I say, Wack, what's going on? So this is before. Yeah, so Wack now knows I'm involved in the situation. I said, Wack, what's going on, bro? He said, what's good? What do you mean? I said, Aiden hit me up. what's the situation with y'all? He's like, well, we did the fight, signed the contract, and he doesn't want to pay. I said, well, he said he was trying to explain to you why the money is being held up. And he said that you were getting a little bit ignorant with him. That's why I'm entering the situation. So let me try to explain. His sponsor is a gambling company. The gambling company, who had a contract with the fighter, Blueface, feels that the terms of the contract is breached because the fighter who fought essentially is insinuating that potential bets on the fight, which the sponsor is paying out of, may have been manipulated. Respectfully, I could honestly understand, like, for example, if let me just put it in different terms. If Kraft Foods sponsored an event or a boxing match, and after the fight, you're like, man, I only won this fucking boxing match because I don't fuck with Kraft Food. I fuck with a competitor. You could see that might get you into some legal problems. In any contract you sign, right? Any contract, there's going to be a non-disparagement clause, which means you cannot speak ill and negative of the people who have given you this contract, especially during the duration of the contract and probably for a period afterwards as well. Okay? It's kind of like a way to have like an NDA. Also, they don't want proprietary stuff coming out and, everything, right? Like when I signed with Spotify, you can't shit talk Spotify. You can't be like, fuck Spotify. Like, no, bro, you just breach your contract. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of a normal thing. And here where we get into this issue. So I explained that to Wack. I said, Wack, you got to understand that, right? I said, listen, okay, if they're holding the money up for that, I said, I don't think, obviously I bet on Blue. I wanted Blue to win. I lost money with Blue. I have no horse. Like, it's no way I'm like, oh, no, I want Aiden to. No. I'm a really neutral party here. And I'm not salty that I lost either. You win some, you lose some. So I explained that to Wack, and Wack then says this to me. Wack says, well, Akademiks, check this out. It doesn't matter what Blueface said. I said, what do you mean? He said, it doesn't matter what Blueface said, in the ring or otherwise. Aiden and Brand Risk signed a contract with me. And I was like, what does that mean? He said, well, they signed a contract with Wack100 to furnish these things, which is Blueface. So unless I breach the contract, whatever they're saying, which I didn't breach the contract, whatever they're saying does not apply. Now, I kind of hear that on technicality. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, I bet. So now I'm playing middleman and telephone. I go back to Aiden. I said, well, Aiden, Wack is kind of giving me a technicality here. I get your point. And by the way, Aiden, every time I talk to Aiden, I'm saying to Aiden, this is not a race thing, obviously. It's not a race thing, but, I do, no matter what you might think my issues are with Blueface, I'm a black dude and I love hip hop. This shit has changed my life. So I do care about, especially fighters who have came from a hip hop background. Blueface, Ruga. So I said to Aiden, Aiden, man, you had the biggest event. This guy put on a hell of a show. I get it. He did say some crazy shit, but he's upset. He's emotional, like many fighters get. Like we've seen, fighters in actual professional fights. They've kind of made certain comments like, man, something going on. He's not serious, bro. He should get paid. Okay. Aiden's like, yo, Ak, I'm trying to pay him. It's not me. It's the sponsor. The sponsor has a problem with how it looks right now. I'm like, fuck. All right. I said, okay. We need to figure out how we could, how can we get to a middle ground, right? How can we get to a middle ground? Now, instantly, there's, on both sides, they're talking about, Wack is saying, well, if you don't pay, we're suing. They're saying, listen, we're going to be filing lawsuits for breach and this and third. I'm like, yo, whoa, calm it down. We all do business here. We're all like at the table. Let's figure this out. We does not need to go public. I'm talking to Aiden, but I do want Blue to get paid. But he's telling me there is an issue with what Blue's actions have been. And again, it's coming from the people with the money. So we get on the phone. I said, yo, can we just call Wack? Me, him, and Wack, we get on the phone. And it's the most frustrating thing in the world. I might be dragging this out a lot, so let me try to be quick and clear. I'm hearing what Aiden's telling me. He's like, I don't care if Blue said fuck Aiden. I don't care what Blue says. He can't be out there publicly claiming that the fights are rigged. Not only is that false, it goes against everything that our sponsor stands by because they need to stand on their integrity. I figure out a solution with both of them on the phone. I said, okay, could you talk to Rainbet and just figure out if there was something, even in post, that could be, said or a statement, whatever, again, because I've seen this before. A fighter there's a lot of adrenaline, right? You just lost. You thought you won. You said something like, man, fuck these niggas, man. Yeah, niggas robbed me. You might say that. But after you cool down, a day passes, you might be like, you know what? Hey, listen, thank you guys for the opportunity. Shout out to Chibu. He's a great fighter. I fought a hell of a fight. I'm going to work on some next things, a couple things. I will see you guys back in the ring. Thank you, Brand Risk. Thank you, Rainbet, for the opportunity. I still don't agree with the result. Aiden goes to Rainbet. He comes back and he says, they're cool with trying to remediate this, but Blue has to clarify what he means about playing with the bets or insinuating that things are rigged or that things aren't as fair or as, merit-based as they really are. And I said, okay, let's Aiden, I'm going to talk to Wack. Just how can what would this look like? He's like, all right, if he gets back on stream and just be like, yo, listen, I lost the fight. I don't agree with it. So I said, wait, he could say he doesn't agree because I don't think he agrees with that he lost the fight. He can say he doesn't agree with it, but he can't just say that we fixed the fight. That's just not what it is. I said, all right, bet. I think we could figure this out. If all he got to do is get on stream and say, yo, listen, yeah, I don't agree with the results, blah, blah. But Rainbet's not fixing fights. They're not rigging fights. They're not whatever, I go to Wack. I talk to Wack. And at this point, the conversation is getting a little bit like, ugh. Remember at first Wack was like, well, he signed the contract with me. Then he was like, oh, well, what did, Wack is getting really technical. Well, what did Blue say? And I'm like, bro, you understand the sponsorship angle, right? The sponsor got all the money. They're releasing the bag to Aiden to pay people, but they're a gambling company. Could Blue just at least clear it up? Because Wack kept saying he never said that Rainbet rigged anything. And I said, all right, cool. So if that's not his actual opinion, just have him go on stream. Aiden told me he will pay you or pay Blue as long as he gets on stream and says, hey, listen, yeah, I don't agree that I don't think I lost, but Rainbet never rigged this situation, never rigged these fights, or didn't rig my fight. That's all he had to say. And I present Wack with that option, and I said, listen, I'm talking to Aiden. I just talked to him. Wack says, now we could do something like that, but I'm going to be honest with you, I think this white boy playing with me. I'm going to keep it a beat. That's what he says. And I said, Wack, listen, I'm involved now. I know both of y'all. Aiden's not a scumbag. I know you don't know him that much, but he wants to pay you. Like, this is a bad look for him if he doesn't pay you. And I think Blueface Win or loss, he brought a lot of people and a lot of eyeballs there. He's like, man, I don't trust this guy. I said, all right, give me a second. Chat, this is exactly how it happened. I called Aiden again. Yo, Aiden, he's kind of okay with that because he said, Blue never claimed that Rainbet rigged the fights. So, if that's a correction, he's like, it's nothing to correct because he said Blue never claimed that. But I'm trying to explain to Wack, like, it's not even if he ever claimed it, he insinuated it. Just have him just put out a statement. That's all they want. I'm telling Aiden, but I say, Aiden, so if he does that, you'll pay me. He said, yes. I go talk to Wack. Wack's like, yo, we don't trust this white boy now. I'm like, oh my God. So then I'm like, yo, bro, how about this? Because, Aiden, he's ready to go to his lawyers. Wack's ready to go to his lawyers. They're both kind of telling me like, yo, if we don't fix this, we're legaling up. And I'm like, yo, we're friends, no lawyers, chill. I get both of them on the phone again. When I get both of them on the phone again, I work out what I think is the most immaculate deal. The most immaculate deal. By the way, keep in mind, I do not work for Brand Risk. I'm a friend to people, and I don't ever take commission. I'm not that guy. I work hard for what I have, but I'm never a leech, and I never try to piggyback or put myself in other people's business. If I'm friends with you and I'm friends with you, I'm going to be in there to either translate your conversation to him, try to make it easier, whatever. So I bring them back together. I get a good deal, or a deal that I thought it was good. So they're on the phone. They're just talking past each other. And I'm like, hold on, guys, hold on. I said, so Aiden, you talked to Rainbet, right? You said all you need is this guy, right? You just need Blue to get on stream and just say, hey, listen, if I insinuated, I never really meant that Rainbet is rigging fights. That's all. He doesn't have to back off of the point that he thought that he won the fight. And by the way, Wack even told me I guess I'm putting out too much information, but at this point, everything's public. I try to make it not public. They told me they're appealing the fight. So they're like, we're appealing the fight anyway. So I'm like, all right, good. You should appeal the fight, right? Which, by the way, if that appeal goes through, Aiden, you're going to have to send me my bread back. But it's all good. Here's the thing. So I said, all right, I kind of get what Aiden's saying. But Wack is now distrustful. So the deal I worked out on the phone with them, because he says, Wack is like, yo, Ak, I know you, blah, 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 blah. He's like, yo, listen, man, I'm doing business, clean business. I'm like, all right, Wack, okay, got you. And while talking to them, Wack is like, he doesn't trust him anymore. I said, why don't you trust Aiden? He says, well, Ak, I have a contract with him. The contract says I should be paid in 24 hours after the fight. It's pushing 48. We're still stuck in Miami. I paid, I think he told me some wild number, $20,000 to fly out like 30 dudes out here. We all came from California. We're still here. We're paying for all type of hotel. We're down in the home. It would be nice if we got paid. And I completely get that, right? So he says, if Aiden didn't respect the contract the first time and pay him after 24 hours, why would, if Blueface goes and does some apology or whatever, or put a statement out, why would he get paid then? And I said, oh my God. Now, I'm not trying to also, I'm not like, no, I'm a vouch for Aiden. I'm like, this is y'all business. I'm really not involved, but like, I'm the media. So then the deal I worked out was this. I said, Aiden, would you be open to drafting up something paperwork-wise, legally, that says if Blueface goes on stream and says this, you will release all the funds for his boxing match to Wack100 and his company, or Blueface and his company? And Aiden says yes. I says, so you will do that? He says yes. I think this was one time we had hung up or whatever, because I called Aiden. I was like, I bet, let's get back on the phone. All three of us are back on the phone again. I said, Wack, he's down to do this. He's down to sign paperwork, because Wack was telling me he don't believe him. He says everything he needs right now is paperwork. Got to be signature. Aiden agrees with the paperwork. I'm like, all right, cool. All right, so y'all just do that. The conversation goes somewhere else again. It's like, well, yo, bro, like, so Aiden to Wack is like, yo, bro, I didn't tell this nigga. Blue never said that. Like, the things they're trying to say that he did, he never did. He called Aiden. He said Aiden is playing with the bets, not Rain Bet. And I'm like, yo, bro, can we just get past this and just like one thing he says? And by the way, I'm putting my friendship with Aiden on the line, because if I negotiate this thing where if he signs that Blueface gets on stream and says something and Aiden doesn't pay him this unknown amount of money, I'm going to look at Aiden like, yo, Aiden, like, you're a slime ball, bro. Like, you came to me. I try to help out. We get a deal. Anyway, Wack's not really into that deal. He's bringing up other stuff. I get even the better deal in the same call, which Aiden also kind of like, you know, he even frontlined it way more than me. Aiden says, you know what? If you think I'm lying so much, not only will I sign a piece of paper, I'll even have Rainbet sign it. I'm going to send you half of what you're supposed to get from my own bank account. I'll send it. That's the guarantee that so once you sign the paper that he's going to get on stream and say whatever, and remember, you're just saying that you never meant that Rainbet is fixing fights. So Aiden's going to pay him half of his personal money. And I'm like, this is a fucking great deal. Wack then says, we want a little bit more than half. He throws on like an extra, I won't say the amount, but I was like, all right, bet. I was like, fuck. But Aiden's like, all right, I'll do that. So we have a deal. It feels like a LeBron trade, right? We have a deal, you know, in principle. The deal is Aiden's going to give half his money, half of the purse that Blueface was earned or owed to Blueface. He's going to sign this little deal thing to say, I am going to clarify that I never meant, even if I insinuated or said, that Rainbet fixed my fight. And then I'll get the other half after the stream. I get that deal. Wack says yes. I say, all right, cool. Aiden, go hit your lawyer. Aiden hits his lawyer. I think they have an offline conversation because I think Aiden's lawyer sent him stuff and he sent it directly to Wack. Wack calls me back and says, we ain't doing this. All that for nothing. All that for nothing. Essentially, he tells Aiden, if the statement that y'all prepared for me to say, if I say that would, or if Blue says that would be killing his reputation. He would just have no more, you know, people would look at him like he's done, like, fuck out of here. So he says he's not doing that. I said, Wack, yo, I'm trying to get y'all money. I have no horse in the race. And I'm going to be honest with you, from there, that's when that deal broke down, a bunch of trolling started. Aiden starts trolling Wack. Wack is like, yo, listen, you know, he kept clarifying I'm not on some street stuff because I work legally, but let's avoid this. I try to call both of them again separately. I try to put them back on the phone again. Ultimately, it goes from Blue was willing to say certain stuff till whenever Aiden's lawyer drafted up that they wanted key points or maybe a statement, they said Blue wasn't down to say that at all anymore. And now we're at a place where lawsuits are going to fly. So that's the story from front to back. And I guess with that being said, let me play Aiden Ross speaking about Blueface. So, you know, and by the way, I feel like I took so long to explain everything. You guys might have forgot, but let me play what Aiden said.
That he didn't follow. There's actual contractual obligation.
Okay. Is there a longer clip? Okay, here we go.
Obligation that he didn't follow, so he breached. He was supposed to wear a rain patch on his shorts. He didn't. And he's going to have to pay $100,000 for that. He breached another confidential, like he can't speak about anything, money, how much he got paid or whatnot. And we asked him to retract his statements, and he didn't. We gave him some time. We didn't want to do it. Now we're going to do it. So, yeah, we tried. We tried working with him and Wack, and they weren't really fucking with it. And they didn't want to work with us, so sucks.
Now, I love Wack, and I'm not defending Aiden because I also still feel like, you know, shit, I wish Aiden could have just, I just felt like the event was so much of a success. Like, if he could have, like, just bullied the scene that one time, to be like, yo, yeah, that nigga did say some dumbass shit, but just pay the nigga, man. You know what I mean? That's really my demeanor. But I do think that this is why so many deals in life get complicated when you have people not talking to themselves, talking to each other. Because I said to myself, yo, Blue been streaming on Twitch. I'm not disrespecting Blue, but he been streaming on Twitch. He streamed 82 hours, and he showed he made like $20,000. Okay? I don't want to comment on how much he made in this fight, but he made marginally more. And what I'm saying, when I said to Aiden, I said, Aiden, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if Wack is making this like more complicated, but I guarantee if like you got it, I don't have Blue's number. I'm like, I guarantee if you got on the phone with him and just told him like, yo, dog, bro, I'll send you the money right now. We just want you to clarify we ain't rigged the fight. That's it. I'm pretty sure Blue would have said yes. But then him talking to Wack is then sending like a bunch of clips to him. Yo, bro, you said this. Yo, bro, you know you don't want to go legal. Look at this. And then they walk away from something that was almost already solved. And now it's like the point where everybody talking lawyers. I think if he had if he could have pulled Blue to the side afterwards or just called up Blue, I think this is easily handled.
Yeah, we tried. We tried working with him and Wack, and they weren't really fucking with it. And they didn't want to work with us, so it sucks. But yeah, we tried. I literally wanted to pay him multiple times. You could ask Ak. Every fighter got paid after brand risk. Every fighter. Everybody's paid except him. Why? Because you can't go around saying that shit's rigged, and you can't not wear a rainback patch on your shorts when you contractually sign an obligation. And yeah, you can't talk about how much you're paying or being paid. So
now I'm trying to be fair here. Number one, I think Blue should get paid just because I see a man fight, I think he should get paid. Number two, respectfully, I don't think it's, I think it's a little bit petty to hold him responsible because he mentioned how much he, rumored he was going to get paid. And it was a clip where it was like, yeah, I'm getting paid over 300 or something like that. I don't think you don't pay a man for that, right? I think the only thing here is if the gambling company is paying and they feel like their business was basically called a scam, I see why they're trying to like hold out on it, but these other things I don't really care that much about. Maybe him as a CEO, he does care about the brand risk or rain bet patch. I don't think any of those things are really worth not paying Blue. I really don't. And I want to be very honest about it. If it's just not wearing a sponsor logo, well, y'all shouldn't have let him get in the ring. Granted, if it's contractual, he should have done it, but I don't think that's the reason why you shouldn't pay Blue, right? Revealing how much you get to pay to fight, brother, like, come on. Floyd talks about his shit. You're getting rappers in there. They're going to pop their shit claiming they got money. Come on now. So those two reasons, I don't really care about. The only thing I think they have a leg to stand on is, they just want him to clarify that it's not rigged. Whatever. I'm finished with what Aiden says.
It sucks because he is probably one of the worst people to ever work with when it comes to business ever. And
now I believe he's talking about Wack because I don't believe he did business with Blue. Actually, I know for a fact he didn't do business with Blue because I told him, and I hope y'all don't think this is like backdooring or whatever, but I gave him the story of like, I remember sometimes the manager could make stuff, complicated. I remember when I did the interview with Tekashi when I first met him. This is how me and 6ix9ine became friends. His manager had me do 3 interviews with him. They were mad nitpicky, like, because, a manager has to be super protective, this and third. We figured out exactly what we're going to put out, and, like, that's when I realized this guy was the guy. 6ix9ine got my number, called me, and said, forget what my manager's saying. What do you think? You're the media guy. I watch you. What do you think? And I told him what I thought, and he's like, we're going with that. Fuck what my manager said. A lot of times you could get something solved by just talking to the person. If you have to talk to a lawyer, you have to talk to a manager, it gets complicated. And Aiden never spoke to Blue, from my knowledge, on that level during contract negotiations or even afterwards. And that's why when he's saying the worst people to work with, I guess he must be talking about Wack. But in Wack's defense, I've never heard him say that about Wack before. So be fair.
He is probably one of the worst people to ever work with when it comes to business ever. And yeah, it sucks. Allegedly, in my opinion, of course. Really sucks. So yeah, that's it. Well, Sway, look at Gypsy Crusader, someone I legit hates me. So easy to work with. So easy and professional. And very easy to work with. And it's like the exact opposite here, man. You know?
Okay.
It is what it is.
Okay.
So even he stood up for me, you know? I have no say, and he knows this because he's fought before. I have no say on who wins and who loses. No say. And if people think I'm going to fucking jeopardize a real business, brand risk, that actually could sell it one day over a $10,000 friendly wager with Akademiks, you're out of your fucking mind. I'm making millions of dollars.
And I do want to, I agree with him. I think Blue was hinting towards Aiden betting with me. Me and Aiden have had friendly wagers over mad shit. Like, we you know, he's kind of a betting guy. I'm a betting guy. That's a wager with us. None of that had anything to do with Rain Bet. That was just like two homies. Now, I get it. Some people are saying, well, this guy owns brand risk. He shouldn't do that. I get what those people are saying, but me and him, we make friendly wagers. Okay? Anyway, Wack100 did respond. And let me get to his response.
Truth about Aiden Ross.
Okay, so before we get to that, I think I have the full clip. Oh, wow. Oh, Nadeska did the interview?
Is it something?
Oh, my God. I'm so glad. Oh, shit. I got to watch that. Nadeska been waiting for that for so long. Let me see. Wack100. No, the show. Okay, so I'm going to just play what Wack says, and I think, you know, we could move on afterwards.
And what's up, you?
Here we go.
And I'm not from that community. I'm a straight man. But yet, they could continue them. Paid Adam. Shout out to Adam. I'm glad Adam turned it over to them. I sat down with my client, with Blueface, and expressed to him, I know you want to say some things, but at this point in time, it's my Jewish community. And I have nothing against Jewish people. I don't even know why he brought this comment.
By the way, also, again, not sticking up for Aiden, but Aiden texted me on the side when he was, you're going to see some messages from Aiden to Wack. Literally, he says, yo, I know Wack is recording me. Because that's one of the things. I don't know why Wack has this reputation, but the first time we got on the call, Aiden calls me back and like, do you think Wack recorded me? Because the way he was talking. And I was just like, I don't know if he recorded you. I'm like, maybe he did. You know, I'm like, Wack has recorded people before, seemingly. I think he recorded like an FBI agent calling him. So I don't know. I said, I don't know. So once it was clear they weren't going anywhere, Aiden just started trolling them on text because he thought that Wack was just going to post it later.
If you say something towards them, openly gay and queer, whatever, I simply told everybody that's Aiden's personal opinion.
Okay, here we go.
You guys tell me if you heard Blueface ever say rain bet or brand risk, and if all he did was isolate it to Aiden as his opinion. And then I'll walk it down and I'll play some things that may have provoked Blueface to believe these things. So for this to be his opinion. Let's start off with the first clip.
Okay. All right.
To come out and say it. I have no idea.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show you.
All right, come on now.
Because
It's on the last
opinion.
She's horrible.
What
an...
You ain't gonna lose your own money on your own fight card. I definitely wouldn't score that in a unanimous decision. I give it 4-2.
If you do get back on brand risk, do you want a rematch or who do you want to fight?
I probably won't get back on brand risk because you tampering with the bets.
Never that. Never that. I don't know what he's talking about. Don't you, Rant? Oh,
Now let me show you what Blueface is talking about. Still not coming through, so you can just give me the original. That would really help me.
180,000? Yes.
Oh, here we go.
You know, DD, when are we going to see another fighter from your community? I want to see.
It's like 180 right now.
Let's bet 180,000. I got Chibu. You got Blueface tonight. Because I know you got to go with Blue and I got to go with Chibu.
180.
So I guess he brings up that he wanted DDG to bet 180,000.
Let's bet 180,000. I got Chibu. You got Blueface tonight. Because I know you got to go with Blue and I got to go with Chibu.
180,000?
Yes. You know you got that new steak deal. You could do it.
Now, Aiden said, let's bet 180,000. He putting it on Chibo. That's Blueface opponent. Blueface, we ain't gonna talk about the 20 grand he bet Akademiks. We ain't gonna talk about that. Now, let's go back to Adam's fight. Let's see what we got going on here.
Chiba, no, he said no, right? No. Adam, can you please tell the brother if he believe in you, then put something up?
I can't bet. I can't bet on my own promotions. I'll get arrested. You see what's happening to all these NBA players, NFL, MLB players, bro. I can't do that. I don't want to get that.
Y'all be having some good excuses, man.
I do, yeah.
Y'all.
Aiden said in January on Adam's fight, he can't bet.
Chiba, no, he said no, right?
No. Adam, can you please tell the brother if he believe in you, then put something up?
I can't bet. I can't bet on my own promotions. I'll get arrested. You see what's happening to all these NBA players, NFL, MLB players, bro. I can't do that. I don't want to get that.
Y'all be having some good excuses, man.
I do, yeah.
Y'all.
He said he couldn't bet. What you mean? That's January. So in March, you're here?
DD, when are we going to see another fighter from your community? I want to see.
It's like 180 right now.
Let's bet 180,000. I got Chibu. You got Blueface tonight. Because I know you got to go with Blue and I got to go with Chibu.
180,000?
Yes. You know you got that new steak deal. You could do it.
I thought he couldn't bet. See, this is why Blueface, his opinion was, bro, I thought I won 42. But you run around here placing bets with Akademiks, you trying to bet DDG 180,000. January, you said you can't bet on your fighters. That's what you, hold on, let's go back to this shit.
Chiba, no, he said no, right?
No. Adam, can you please tell the brother if he believe in you, then put something up?
I can't bet. I can't bet on my own promotions. I'll get arrested. You see what's happening to all these NBA players, NFL, MLB players, bro. I can't do that. I don't want to get that.
Y'all be having some good excuses, man.
I do, yeah.
Y'all.
Wait, let's go to the next one.
You know I don't be with.
DD, when are we going to see another fighter from your community? I want to see.
It's like 180 right now.
Let's bet 180,000. I got Chibu. You got Blueface tonight. Because I know you got to go with Blue and I got to go with Chibu.
180,000?
Yes. You know you got the.
Hey, listen, man, check this out. We're gonna call a spade a spade. January, third week of January, you couldn't bet. Rain bet, brand risk. A month later, not even 3 weeks later, March 14th, you ready to bet 180 grand with DDG, you bet 20 grand with AK. 1 minute you saying you can't. Did the rules change from January to March, or where you said you get in trouble if you place a bet and this, that? Did the rules change? Or was it that possibly maybe you had something, maybe possibly you had something going on. Now you wondering why Blueface is thinking you rigged the bet, you rigged the fight. So listen, all these things he's seen. Now, I don't know if you can show me some things on Dolce why you called her an industry plant, and that was your opinion.
Now, by the way, I also want to clarify. I think there's a very big difference between personal bets and Aiden placing a bet on Rain Bet for his own fight, right?
I'm showing you, and I'm showing the people why this was Blueface's opinion. Now, never one time did he say brand risk. He said you, Aiden. And I think you're a little butthurt, and you're trying to use the brand risk people to say, brand risk is not. No, it's you. We don't mind you not paying right now. We don't trip. It just pay us more money later. We ain't tripping. That's cool. My attorneys is on it, as you know. They've already back and forth it, and it is what it is, right? You know, it's a waiting game at that point. But Aiden, This is 2026, my guy. I don't know who told you that people are inferior or people are intimidated. No. You know, in our world where we come from, we dealt with at one point in time in our life these situations a little different, but we have evolved.
Okay.
The LeBrons are in the Wack100 guy, but
All right. So, you know, he doesn't give the full details. I figured I did. I'll show you what he posted. And he posted this. So this is after, you know, things are breaking down. And Aiden just starts. Once Aiden puts this picture, Aiden just starts trolling. I ain't gonna lie. Not taking up for him. But so Wack says to Aiden, bro, I'm owed monies. You think it's funny. It's not. I don't do bad business. But again, everyone has his day. I've been doing this a long time. I ain't them. I would never allow this to happen to anybody on my watch that I claim was a friend ever. And, you know, Aiden at this point is trolling. He's like, please. I guess he was making like some advance. We could click on it to see what advance. He says, you and I should just kiss and make up. Okay. I think my message like right above it. I was like, yo, bro, can't we all work this out? Then he just starts trolling him. He said, please. He says, my guy, I'm not gay. I don't fear no community because I have partners and friends amongst them all. Aiden says, bro, you know I'm solid. Nobody's going to come to Compton and bless these communities. We got so much shit to do and save the world. Then Aiden says, I'm gay. Then Aiden says, are you rejecting me because I'm white and Jewish and gay? Wow, an anti-Semite, homophobe, disgusting. Wack. This is the funniest conversation. Well, not necessarily as funny, but they're talking way past each other. Aiden's trolling, Wack is dead serious, right? And I'm not saying it's dope to be trolling, but you could tell both guys aren't having the same understanding. I said, no, I said, I'm not gay. You keep saying we should kiss. I'm letting you know as a straight man, I'm not gay, and I don't kiss men. And he says, and what you don't know is I have many friends and business partners amongst the gay community. That tactic doesn't work with me. Try again. He says, please take that approach. I don't think you know me very well. I'm the street guy with a transgender reality show. Don't work, bro. Too many of my friends a part of that community are really my friends. Aiden says, hey, yo. He says, I mean, it's facts. Girls Club on Tronics. So I don't fear none of that. Fact that you try to tempt it shows you're worse than a street thug. Trying to use race and Jewish attacks, never from me. I have too many friends, too many Jewish friends and race friends and partners. You really try to go there, and for what? An intentional lie? Aiden says, bro, call your lawyer now, like right now. He says, now, calling nothing. He not calling nothing. He knows what he's doing. He says, your lawyer's a bit scared in my opinion, allegedly. I believe in my opinion, I have a strong position here. He says, okay, you keep thinking he's scared. You're new to this, not me. He says, well, what do you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm a nice Jewish white kid. He says, bro, Jewish, none of that has anything to do with the matter. You keep bringing that up. Have I mentioned being black? No. Why? Because it doesn't have anything to do with it. I'm not racist. I'm American, period. The rest don't matter to me. People are people. Aiden says, okay, but I'm Jewish. My people have been through so much. Now, I'm being honest with y'all. Aiden did hit me on the side. I stopped responding in the thread at this point because I'm like, what are they talking about? What Aiden hit me on the side right when this is happening to say, he says, I'm trolling. I'm trolling because you and I both know it's going to be on the internet. That's what he says. He says, I'm trolling because I know you and I know Wack's going to put this on the internet. So, you know, that's what he told me on the side. All right. And Aiden says, and I'm gay, a Jewish gay guy. So much hate in this world. He said, that conversation has nothing to do with anything. He said, it just feels like I'm being targeted because I'm Jewish and gay. I just feel that way. So that's your choice. That's nothing to do with anything. It's like, it's not a choice, bro. I was born like this. I didn't ask. So to be truthful with you, being gay or being Jewish has never been the conversation. Never asked, never had an opinion about it. That's your choice as an American. That's your right. Okay, again, that's not my conversation. If you choose to voice it, I'll respect it. Okay, so why can't we meet up and have a hug and kiss to make up? Jason Lee will tell you Wack doesn't hold that against anyone. Work, friendship, whatever. That's not a determining factor for me. So you can stop mentioning it because it's not part of the problem. Okay, fine. I'll stop. So now, the fact you keep disrespecting me if I told you I'm a straight man, it's crazy. I can respect you, but you can't respect me. On that note, I'll kill the text because I see the respect is a mutual. Aiden says, wow, you won't talk to me because I'm gay and Jewish, in my opinion? Disgusting. So you keep making sexual advances at me after I told you I'm a straight man. I've yet to disregard your stance as being gay. I haven't said anything wrong or disrespectful, but you keep saying let's kiss and make up after I've told you I'm a straight man. Please respect that. Okay, fine, I'll respect it. I'm so sorry. You're really just so handsome. It says, FYI, you're not dealing with Wack, the street guy. He's dead. This is Cash Jones talking to. The gaslighting won't work. That's cool. That's your opinion. Aiden, I've been doing this longer than you. It ain't going to work. You're really making yourself look crazy, not for no reason. Knowing Wack has done nothing but help you and be a friend to you. Aiden says, Wack, did you record our phone call the other day? That was the first call that I put them on. He says, because in Florida, where you were and where I was is very illegal, and I don't give consent. He said, I just spoke with Donald Trump, and he said he got my back. Okay. Wack says, bro, we were in a stream house. I didn't record nothing personally. So Aiden says, oh, so somebody else did. Even better. Wack says, you asked me if I recorded, and I answered you. Wack didn't record nothing. I told y'all not to record. Aiden says, you're so cute that you don't know how the law works. He says, what law? I didn't record. Again, you're spinning. Post Donald Trump. He says, can't wait to sit back and watch you and Adam talk. You're fishing and ain't nothing in the pond. Aiden says, please, Wack, can I join the pod? He says, do what you want to do. Again, press play. It's wide open. At this point, it's funny to me, blah, blah. I've done nothing to disrespect Blueface. Blueface just spoke his opinion. Like you spoke your opinion. For the record, when I spoke to you, I was in Florida. I just left 10:50 last night. I was not in California. Either way, I didn't record shit. Wack is slick. So laughing my ass off, bro, you're so rattled. This is hilarious. It's not rattled. That'd have to be you. You have no idea. Shaking my head, you'll find out. It says, come give it to me. I want to find out. I'm begging you. Okay. All right. So it ends there. Oh, shit, people. So that's kind of where it's at. I'm kind of good off this topic. I guess you guys kind of know the whole story at this point. Do you want me to call either one of them, or should we just move on? You want me to call either one of them, or should I move on? Call Wack? I'll call Wack. All right. Try to make this quick, but you know how it goes.
Yo,
Wack, you busy?
what up, bro?
I'm on stream. I just watched your video. I was giving some more context to like the whole thing. Basically.
All right. At the end of the day, bro, I'm not happy about this shit. They came to me to do a favor.
What do you mean a favor?
Aiden came to me to do a favor, bro. This fight was a favor, bro. I already had a fight, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it was a favor. You got to remember, if you get knocked out in the state of Florida, you got to wait 60 days before you fight. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my fight already scheduled for May 2nd, right? We supposed to be fighting Jason Love, then it went to Ruger, then the last week it went to this other dude, right?
Yeah.
Aiden asked me to do this favor for him to make the fight happen. Now think about it. You do the math. March 14th, May 2nd. That's not 60 days, is it?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm taking a chance putting him in the ring because, Lord forbid, there's anybody, 4 pounds of pressure in anybody's chin. That's a knockout. I don't give a fuck who you are, right?
Let me ask you a question. Is that a knockout of any sort, even a TKO? So, like, let's say they stop the fight.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Listen, when 600 took a knee,
Yeah.
that time, he had to wait 60 days.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm trying to
So
tell you?
if that fight
So,
was stopped, Blueface couldn't
I would
fight.
have had to wait. I would have had to wait. So you see the risk I took.
Oh, wow.
And I only did it because Aiden, he's like, bro, I really need this to happen, right?
Yeah.
So now I look up, right? I look up, and I feel like if it was a problem, because we had that open line of communication, I feel like Aiden should have came to me. You get what I'm saying? I was in the building. You know, he should have came to me like, yo, Wack, this right here is whatever. I could have addressed it in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead, 2 days go by, I'm not thinking nothing of it. It's the weekend. I'm like taping to come Monday. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had to find out over a text, which, you know what I'm saying? I just told Aiden this a couple minutes ago. Hey, bro, you should have came to me and told me it was a problem. Because we deal with so much shit talking and shit being said, I didn't think it was a fucking problem. You get what I'm saying?
So and I explained to the audience, like, once I guess it got to a certain level, I kind of got involved and I was trying to play mediator, or at least, you know, try to get you guys whatever. So Aiden tells me, and he also told you, he said the problem came with Rainbet, not him, right?
Yeah, I mean,
which is the
at the end of the
sponsor
day-
of the fight. So
At the end of the day, he got some say so over there. That's like me saying I ain't got no say so. When I'm in the face of a situation, I got say so. Believe that. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
You know, it's some say so. You got some influence over there. He did it for Adam. Adam was really in breach because it was lack of participation. When Aiden himself said he went and made sure Adam got paid. Adam never threw a punch. You get what I'm saying? So they could have got him for lack of participation. It was a 40-second fight. But Aiden went and made sure Adam got paid. And it just kind of like rubbed me the wrong way because I'm like, all right, cool. Blueface is one thing, right? But Aiden, you didn't go to Blueface. You came to me. I went to Blueface. You get what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, Aiden, this is risky. I don't like Wack. I really need it. You know what I'm saying? I need it for, you know, for what I'm doing, whatever. It'll help what you doing, whatever. Right?
yeah,
And I knew the risk because the risk wasn't there at first because this fight was supposed to happen in February, right?
yeah,
They pushed it back. It's supposed to happen in February, which gave me my little 2 months worst case. They pushed it back to fucking March. Now I'm in the red zone. And what I don't like is like this. If I come to you for favor act and something goes on with the guy on your side, I'm not going to not say nothing to you and leave you in the dark. I'm going to say, Act, I need to holler at you.
okay. No, and
get what I'm saying?
And I'm with you on that. So like,
You know what I'm saying? Wack, I need to holler at you. You're not going to find out 2-3 days later it's a problem.
okay,
I don't take shit talking as a problem because that's what we all do.
okay, all right, and I'm with you. I'm with you to a certain extent. So let me ask you this one question, because how did it? I felt like we were so close, right? There was a particular time, Aiden. You know, we're not going to mention amounts, but Aiden says, "I'll send you half of the money." Blue
He never
has,
did.
Blue has to retract or put out a statement or whatever. Why didn't that happen?
Okay, we went back and forth
Uh-huh.
on what the statement was going to be.
Okay. What was
Right?
unacceptable in your opinion? If you could say.
And it was things that was in there that was unacceptable. So I went back and forth to where I finally got Blueface to a point to where he was going to make the statement.
Is
Right?
Blue approving or not approving these statements, or you are approving or not approving?
Well, I mean, it always starts with me, you know, Act. If I know you don't like fucking cottage cheese in your salad, right, and they bring me your tray, I see it and I see cottage cheese, I'm going to tell them take that back and take it off. It's not going to make it in front of you, right? I know what's what, the basic thing. So last statement I got, I edited and revised it, sent it back. My attorney said, okay, well, this statement worked. I sent it to Blue. He said he was cool with that.
So Blue did see the statement, and he says, "I'm good with the statement."
Yeah, after I edited, it went back and forth like 3-4 times. The thing I had a problem with was them consistently putting in there brand risk and rain bet, because he never addressed brand risk and rain bet. If you go to the clips, he always said, shout out to brand risk.
Yeah.
You never find a clip with him saying brand risk or rain bet are crooks, or brand risk or rain bet did this or did that.
And I agree with you, but you know, I guess this is what I was also trying to say, and you could give me your response to it. I was saying, hey, listen, remember, the sponsor is a gambling company, which means even if you don't say those words, if you hint towards something not being fair, you're attacking their integrity and credibility. And I would imagine that fight was heavily betted on, and I could imagine people now thinking, well, the fighter even thinks it wasn't fair. So
here goes the thing, bro, with me, right? A lot of the spin shit don't work with me.
Yeah.
Let's break this shit down.
Okay.
The problem, and I would hope Aiden learned from this, comes from Aiden himself as an individual placing bets on an individual, on a certain fighter, saying, yo, we win this, me and you gonna split it up. Not only with you, he went at DDG for 180,000.
Hey,
right? Wait. Aiden, the individual, right? Blueface don't understand the structure of brand risk and brain bet. All he sees and hears is Aiden want to put money on this guy.
Chat, I see chat and kick. I'm gonna call Aiden. Just give me a second. Aiden, I see you in the chat, bro. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna add you. Just let it get to this point.
Aiden, you're not gonna let your fighter lose.
Shout out to kick.
You fucking with the bets. You, right? Now, I'm gonna be real. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think Aiden should be outright doing that kind of shit, because it will cause people to assume something may be going on. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it ain't. I'm saying for business.
Let me ask you a question though. So me and Aiden, we made a personal bet that wasn't on rain bet. Do you think that? Violates?
Okay. So what you got to do? You got to look at it like this, right?
Okay.
Let's be real. The commission, those are fees, and I know about these fees because I got to pay them for my fights, right? I pay the commission, right? Okay. You meet the people on the commission. The judges, they're part of the fees, right? And I'm pretty sure through the commission, you know, they get paid whatever it may be. It's not a direct thing with the judges. The cut man, all these people you pay, right? So you got to understand, with the living in America, right? When you're dealing with money and payments and direct people, right? I know people right now, bro, some real shit. If you go to the right security at the club and shake his hand right, okay, the first 5 people getting in and they ain't searched. You get what I'm saying? It's not supposed to happen, but certain things make things happen. So when we understand how this world works, and I'm going to be real, I still think Aiden should stop.
Okay.
He should stop openly betting, because 3 weeks before, he said, I can't bet on fighters, right?
I think he said that. I'm not picking up framing here, but I think he said that. Bro. He did say that, but I think he said that because he just didn't want to make that bet. But let me ask you a question.
But see, fuck that act. And if you're gonna be on that, let's get off the jack. We going on what individual is hearing.
He
don't know fucking Aiden.
Okay.
He don't know. Blueface don't know Aiden like that, right? You know what I'm saying? So when you hear some shit, right, you take that for face value.
Okay, Wack.
He should not. I'm going to be real. If he's the promoter or whatever he is, he shouldn't be open. I've never seen Al Heyman openly saying, I got $2 million on Floyd. What's happening?
Okay, Wack. So let me respond to it by saying this. This does happen in professional fights, though, right? Where you might have, like, say Jake Paul says, hey, I'll bet my whole purse. And he's making a friendly.
That's the fighter.
Okay, I get it.
That's not the promoter.
No. I get it.
It's a different thing, bro.
I get it, but
No, if you get it, then get off that because
No.
the fighter said I'll bet my purse versus the fucking promoter.
Oh, okay, well, here's the thing, though. I don't think Aiden has a horse in the race either way. He's bet on
You missing the
different
point,
fighters.
brother. When you look,
He wins no matter who fights. As long as people watch the fight, no matter who wins, he wins.
If I'm walking into a building, I say, I'm finna go in here and kill all these motherfuckers, right? And when I walk in the building, you hear open gunfire, right?
Yeah.
Everybody runs out. What's the first thing you gonna think?
I'm thinking somebody's shooting.
No, you're gonna think the motherfucker that just said he about to go in there and kill everybody.
Okay.
When they're shooting, right?
Okay, all right. Okay.
Now, it might not have been me, but because I just said this to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now you've heard this. You didn't see it. You heard it. Your speculation, your thought is going to be, this motherfucker Wack just really went in here and did this. It may not be me. So what I'm saying is...
Wack, I kind of agree. Listen, I agree with Blueface voicing his disapproval about the results of the match, but I also agree if a sponsor... Their entire business.
He never said the sponsor.
Yeah, but it's a sponsor's event. It's just like it's a sponsor's event.
He said Aiden, okay, but
the sponsor's
Aiden
working
was
with
running
Aiden.
around placing personal bets, bro.
Okay,
That's what you gotta understand. If Aiden hadn't been doing that, then I would say you're right because there's no signs or no inclination of no reason for you to even think Aiden's doing that, but because Aiden. And I don't know if he was bullshitting. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. But when you say certain shit and you hold certain positions, bro, if a chef walk through the restaurant and look at you and say, I'm going to spit in your motherfucking food, you going to get up and leave.
Okay.
Because you know he's capable because he's in the fucking kitchen, right? Okay. What I'm saying is, bro, because he was saying what he was saying, right, this is what led Blueface to thinking that, okay, this motherfucker might have did something, right? It's his opinion. When Aiden said the lady was an industry plant, okay, that's his opinion. I said, bro, that's his opinion. You know, we don't know if it's true or not. It's his fucking opinion. That was Blue's opinion. Now, Blue would have said brand risk or rain bet, but he didn't. He said, shout out brand risk, rain bet. Or whatever he said. Shout out
Wack,
to one of
real quick, because because I'm streaming, Aiden's in the chat and he's like, Wack has it wrong. He wants to be added to the conversation to clarify. Is okay? I don't want to blindside you.
Yeah, I mean you can bring him out, bro.
Okay. All right, I don't want to blindside you here. All right, Aiden, I'm gonna add you in on the conversation.
Yeah, it's
and by the way, just to be clear, because we've all had off camera, off stream personal conversations. Just I'm gonna remind both of y'all. This is being viewed publicly, so don't throw around numbers and stuff. Okay. Oh my God. Fuck. Why do I have? Oh, I'm gonna have to add. I'm gonna have to do it the other way. Wait, no.
I was just up there commentating the last two fights. I'm oblivious to this even a fucking problem. People talk shit, say shit. I'm not thinking was a problem, and I told Aiden this 30 minutes ago.
Okay. All right. I think I'm going to be able to... Can I merge it?
Yo, call me FaceTime audio because my service is bad.
Okay. All right. So I got to call both in FaceTime audio. Shit. All right. Oh, we have a group chat already. Aiden. Oh, Wack is calling back. Wack, you're calling regular call... Let me see, FaceTime. No, let me see. Aiden, Wack. All right, cool. All right, here's our call. Here's our conversation. FaceTime audio. I gotta bring both on. Jesus. Wack, like old school calls. Aiden, new school calls, which is FaceTime audio. All right. Let me get. I'm waiting for.
I'm gonna wait, but you have to mediate it. You gotta let both sides talk and interruptions. That's the only way it's gonna work.
All right, here we go.
Hey, handsome.
Hey, bro, respectfully, bro, come on, bro, stop saying.
It's a compliment. You look good in that picture
All right,
bent
hold on.
over
Yeah,
on that
but Aiden,
stream.
we have to also be serious because you know
Listen, bro.
No, dude. I
Listen,
understand.
bro.
I understand.
To me, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro. I've never said nothing to disrespect you. I've always honored you, bro. This problem that's going on, you know, I didn't know it was a problem.
Yep, until the day after when I saw the clip as well, sir.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't know. Okay,
me
but
neither.
Even then, but hold on. Even then, Aiden, because when you had a problem, right? You called Wack. I'm like, well, shit. Why you couldn't call me?
We did. Me, you, and Akademiks spoke on the phone for an hour the day after, sir. And you knew everything.
That was Tuesday.
No, that was not Tuesday.
That was definitely Tuesday.
It definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't. You were still in Miami. Look back.
Bro, I was in Miami till fucking Tuesday.
No. It was the day before you left Miami.
So the fight happened Saturday. We all got on the phone later that
Monday.
No, it was either Monday or Sunday, Ack. It was either Monday or Sunday.
It was Sunday. Definitely
It was Sunday. Thank you, Ack.
Yeah.
So it was the day after. Wack.
No. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why I wasn't. Because if you look at the group text,
okay, I'll just look at my records.
When I asked about payment, I was told, oh, they such and such. It was no problem. I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I didn't get the alert on the text message until Monday.
Oh, I thought it was Tuesday, though. So make up your mind. Is it Tuesday? Is it Monday?
On the message Monday because they directed me to text another dude, some other number I wasn't familiar with. And he told me what he told me, and I doubled back to our group text.
Okay. I have it here. It was actually Monday, so we did a FaceTime audio call on Monday.
I know it is.
Right.
I know. So look, the only way this mediation is going to work is if we have to. So you lied already for it being Tuesday. That's lie number one from you.
What do you mean lie number one?
Well,
I told you I didn't leave Miami till Tuesday.
I know, but you're like, no, we spoke Tuesday. I know. I said Sunday or Monday. I know.
We did speak Tuesday, bro. We spoke several times.
I know. So here's my part because I let you know you spoke on Act Stream.
Yo,
Wack,
first of all,
Wack, is it unethical? Could you say the word unethical that I bet Akademiks? Yes. Is it illegal? No. Your client Jonathan signed a contract with deliverables with a lot of stuff in there. So no. But why can't I? I'm gonna let you talk.
Listen. This is what's crazy, right? Because no, hold on, Act. I'm finna set the table straight. Hey, yo, Aiden, look, bro. Me and you ain't had no issues, bro.
I agree.
Okay, so but you like the tone you got and your shit where you at. They say we ain't never, me, you or Act ain't never handled each other this way, bro.
No, you did. No.
Let's keep it business. Let's keep it business. No trolling. Let's keep it business. No disrespect.
But Act, hold on, Act. That's not true because on the call we had Monday, you said something about you raising your voice and you recorded the call or somebody around you recorded the call. So
I don't record no call, bro. I don't record calls with Akademiks on it, bro.
Well, I hope not because it'd be a felony charge. You were in Florida and I was in Florida.
You're coming. You just who even said that? You said that.
Well, no, in the text conversation, in the text you leaked today, you did say you were in like a streamer zone or a streamer room and somebody around you might have recorded. So that's still illegal if you knew that.
Wack, was that call recorded?
Bro, let me explain something to you. Wait. Every fucking where that I was at in Miami, I guess this is the new shit. Wherever the fuck you look, you got a fucking dude with a fucking backpack, and you don't even know when motherfuckers is streaming. You in the fucking lobby.
I could agree. I could agree. A lot of people.
So
I could agree.
What I'm telling you is, when we were on the phone, bro, I was in the fucking lobby, right? So I'm talking to you. Did I fucking record you? No, the fuck I didn't. Right? That's the point I was making. I simply told you I was in the lobby. People was around. I don't know what the fuck somebody.
Okay, I was just, dude, it's not that big of a deal. Listen, Wack, Ack, you guys know this. I wanted to get you guys paid out. Or sorry, not you, Ack. I wanted to get your client paid out. And I had just sent you something to just have him take something back. It could have been fuck Aiden Ross, fuck Brandon. I'll never box there.
What the problem was, right?
What's the problem?
Okay,
let Wack go. Maybe it wasn't getting back because I got sent back 2-3 versions. The only problem in there was
I didn't care about that paragraph though.
Okay, listen, I can show you on my phone where we approved it. I'm like, okay, cool. He'll say this, right? Next thing I know, You went viral. The only problem we had was the brand risk brain bet shit. That was it. That was the only
Wait,
problem
hold
we
on,
had.
wait, slow it down. So Wack, you're saying that you had agreed to correcting something.
No, I can show you on my phone where the back and forth, where the apology was changing. It
But
came
can
to
I
this.
just butt in? Wack, I didn't care. I just sent you an example. Wack, I didn't care if you said fuck
Okay.
Aiden. Blueface could have been like fuck Aiden. I'll never work with Aiden again. But
Hey, bro.
Florida State Athletic Commission does not rig their fights. That's the only thing I need to clear up.
Listen.
Hey, Aiden,
I can send you. Wait. Hold on,
Let
bro.
me chime in 1 second.
Wait,
Aiden,
hold
I
on.
think because you
Hey,
sent.
listen, bro. I don't know if your attorneys maybe didn't tell you, bro, because my attorneys got something from them saying boom, and I said, okay, this is the only adjustment for that. Send it back. If they cool with that, he'd do that. They hit me back and said they cool with that. I hit the artist. I said, you cool with this? He said, I'm cool with that. I said, cool, right? Then we had our understanding of what it was. Okay, this was gonna happen first. He was gonna do this, and then we close out. Next thing I know, motherfuckers is viral, bro. Now,
Why does it take until Monday and we have that call till Friday? You get what I'm trying to say?
This was. Hold on,
Wait,
let me look at my-
Wack. What do you
wait,
mean?
no,
What do you mean
one
we're
second.
viral? What do you mean we're viral?
Hold on, let me look at my phone. I'm gonna tell you the day we approved it. Now you got to remember, we approved on our side, so it went back to your side to make sure if this was cool. I'm gonna send you a screenshot right now of the actual date and what was approved. So
Wait,
never.
Wack, this is confusing me. So you're saying that you agreed to this statement, and the statement just never got made, and now we're in public arguing over the same thing?
Exactly.
I'm about to show you right now. You know, listen. Wednesday. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you. You're gonna see play for play what was approved, and we were waiting on. Well, I was waiting on them to say. Well, here. You're gonna see. Okay, boom. All right, here we go. You're gonna see play for play what they sent back, and our only problem was saying the brand was shit because he never said that they did anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know Aiden's position over there. He don't know.
Can I see it?
I'm sitting in the act right now. I ain't got to fucking lie about telling you that's what it is.
All right. So let me give an add some more context, and then you guys can both chime in off
You
of that.
looking at it? I got it right now. That's
All right.
what it is.
I
Wait,
didn't
can
come
I
through
see
yet.
what you're reading?
Okay, I didn't see.
Because
Hold on.
Zach, I'll be honest.
I just got it. I'm gonna forward it to you, Aiden. But hold on.
I ain't gonna fucking lie.
Hold on.
Zach, I'll be honest. I've never seen the revised statement.
Yeah, hold on.
I didn't even know there was one.
All right, so Aiden, let me say this to you because, and I'm saying this to you and Wack because Wack says things went viral. I think Wack, remember you posted Aiden. You didn't say what was the disagreement.
He posted me first,
and you posted him, and I think that's when he
did,
thought.
No.
Because he texted me and he said GG, meaning like he think it's over because.
Hold on.
That's why I was thrown off, Ak.
Hold on. What I did, I took a clip.
I'm sending all these to you, Aiden.
I took a clip that has been out for months of Aiden. I took Blueface's clip and tied it to it. And my position was...
Why?
Hold on. I'm going to tell you why, Aiden. Just like I stood with you when they tried to attack you about the Dolce shit, and I said that's Aiden's opinion. Am I right?
But why do that when we're in the middle of fixing it? Why are you starting the fire?
No, that's not a fire because Aiden, this is me, right? Remember, I'm the dude on the west, Aiden.
Check your phone.
And I'm the dude on the east.
Okay, listen. That said, hey, Florida's the south. That said, hey, this is Aiden's opinion of this artist. It's his opinion. Okay? He has a right. Hold on. I said he has a right to his fucking opinion. So what I was doing was, this is Blueface's opinion. What you said about the young lady didn't make it fact. What Blueface said about you didn't make it fact.
Can I answer?
Go ahead.
Wack, you started the fire, but please don't interrupt me because I let you talk. You started the fire when we were trying to revise this and fix this, correct? You're the first one who made the post. Why even make that post? I didn't even go on stream and talk about it yet. You went on, you spoke about that. You started the fire trying to compare a clip of
I
me.
didn't speak about it.
I specifically didn't speak about anything.
Act. He posted it. Why are you?
But it was you and him talking.
But why? Why when we're
It's
trying
already,
to?
hey, this is already out, bro.
But yes, it's out after we're already trying to fix this and figure this out
Okay, so let
behind
me
closed
ask you
doors.
something, Aiden. And listen,
Sure.
and again.
So once I saw that, though, Wack, I was like, all right, that's it. That's it.
Hey, and again, let's keep it where it's always been, right?
Sure.
It's real shit.
Sure.
You need to understand where I'm coming from. I'm in the middle of this shit. I got my artist over here who's like my family. I got you who we've been building a motherfucking solid business relationship and a friendship as family, right? I'm in the fucking middle of it. I'm saying in my head, Aiden, bro, it ain't that fucking serious.
It's not.
Okay. So
but why did you post that?
If you look at the post, I said,
you
guys both
dude.
act.
Hey, by the way, I'm pulling up the post. The post says,
I
an
said,
opinion
what did I
is
say?
an opinion, is it not? I stood behind Aiden Ross as
Wack,
it was
that's like-
opinion
Wack,
with
Wack, that's
Blueface
like-
and his opinion. One can't be
Sure.
an opinion and the other slander. Gear up, the
But Wack,
content is coming.
But Wack, why would he do that when we're in the middle of trying to figure? But wait, hold on. We're in the middle of figuring this out behind closed doors to find a happy medium, and you post that. So then I go on stream that night, and that's when I started what you just said. Yeah. Can you blame me for defending myself?
But Aiden, how could you defend? Listen, you're saying you're defending yourself on a clip that I defended you on.
No, but Wack, you're missing the point. You posting that clip is like you gearing up, getting ready to start.
What I'm saying is both
yes,
you
it is.
motherfuckers. Look, I'm gonna be real. Let me speak frankly. I'm gonna be real. And Act, you know this to be true. You know Top Dog is my brother. You know that, right? Yeah. That's his artist, right? Aiden, you have no fucking idea the conversation I had to have. And I said the same shit. It's Aiden's opinion, bro. That's it.
I know.
Okay, so what I'm saying on the other side is this is Blueface's opinion.
Correct.
Now,
but the issue with this is you posted this during us trying to figure out a solution so I can get you guys paid out. It's not like you posted this when we already were like, fuck that, you know what, let's go to legal. We weren't even at legal yet. Yes, lawyers got involved. You hit your lawyer up to find a response for, Blue to say publicly to fix it so I can get you guys paid out. But you posting this right before, it doesn't really make sense. And I understand where you're coming out, but Wack, here's the issue. The issue is when I'm saying that, the Dochi, the industry plant thing, yes, that's an opinion.
That's your opinion, right? But hold on. She took it as what? Oh, you're slandering, you're this. And I said, hey, it's Aiden's fucking opinion.
Correct.
Okay. So
Correct.
Aiden, if you can respect me saying that for you, right? And hey, listen, Top Dog is my family, right or wrong. That's my big brother. He's one about 5 people who can tell Wack sit the fuck down, and I sit down out of pure respect, right?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Okay,
it's
so
just
listen
different.
to me. So, hey, what I'm saying is, and I'm painting that picture because I'm showing you, even with that, I say Top. That's his opinion. You get what I'm saying? For whatever reason.
Hold on. Wack. Hold on. I'm trying to be a mediator, so I got to ask this question. So the difference between your relationship with Top Dog and this situation is that in every contract I've signed with a big company, there's usually a non-disparaging clause, which means I can't talk bad about these people, or I can't, compromise their business goal.
Guys, can I please
glad
talk?
you said that.
I can't talk.
Hold on. Let Wack respond.
This is crazy. I just want to talk.
Wait.
Thank you.
Go ahead, bro. You don't gotta Aiden. You don't have to get Aiden. We always talk like this. You too high.
No, but I can't get a word in. It's a little frustrating. I'm
Aiden,
sorry.
the floor
I'm
is
not
yours.
trying to be.
bro.
Aiden,
All right,
the floor is
thank
yours.
you.
Okay.
Thank you, Ack, for saying that, because the big difference is here is I don't have an agreement and an actual contractual obligations and stuff with Dochi. It's way different. You have your client has an actual agreement, a signed contract with actual, hold on. That's the big difference. And also, he can't be saying that the main sponsor who pays all the fighters is involved in some type of rigging. When you say,
Okay, now that's why I'm
but Wack,
confused.
Wack,
You
I
just
said
said
this
you
though,
don't
Wack.
pay the
Hold
fighter.
on, let
Wack.
Aiden finish. Let Aiden finish.
Wack. Yes. Rainbet is the sponsor, so they pay the fighters out. Okay, that is exactly
Okay,
why.
did he say rain bet, or did he said shout out to rain bet, bro?
But that's like saying that's such a bad analogy.
Okay,
No,
hey, what I'm trying to get
that's
you
such
to
a bad thing to bring
understand.
up. It doesn't make
Okay,
sense.
well let me make it make sense to you.
Sure.
Right? Respectfully.
All right, go ahead,
And
Wack.
Sure.
follow me on this because I have to be respectful to people I respect, right?
Yes, sir.
Aiden, things that you may understand or that I may understand as a whole, others don't. You get what I'm saying? Others don't. You understand what I mean? I understand, right? If I say fuck Birdman, right? Slim is hearing you saying fuck me too. I understand that. Some people would say, no, I just said fuck Birdman. I don't understand.
So I have a question. Does know that I own brand risk?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Come on, bro. Come on.
He does, bro, listen to me. He has no fucking idea. I'm gonna be real. Me personally, and Aiden, we never had this conversation. I thought it was a sponsorship. I don't get in your business. You know what I'm saying? I do business with you. So I don't know that. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling he has no idea you own brand risk. He doesn't know that.
Okay.
So this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. He doesn't.
Okay.
When he's saying to you, when he's saying your name, you know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. You know what, Wack, you know what, and I'll take the benefit there of the doubt, and I'll you know what, I'll believe you that Blue doesn't know that I own.
You don't know that shit, bro.
Okay, so I will take your word on that. Okay. However,
All right, hold on.
However,
Wait. And this is again me even though it's already public. Because I just sent you that, Aiden, and you didn't know about a revised possible statement. I know this is public already, and I know maybe lawyers are involved. Can we save this? Can we save this? Can we figure out some happy medium right now? Because it doesn't look like Wack is saying.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, Wack, come on,
first of all,
please.
You want to know, and Wack, tell me if I'm lying. You're truthful. Wack, did I not say I'm gonna call you after my shower? I'm gonna FaceTime you after the shower, and we're gonna figure this out.
Yeah, you definitely. I just called.
We were gonna FaceTime right after my shower.
I just told you, I said I just text because I'm sitting here, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm sitting here and I'm confused as fuck. Hey, let's go back to the card lot. You do me a solid, you show up. I'm shooting a reality show, right?
Yeah, I pulled up for you. Yes, of course.
You pulled up for me, right? You said, Wack, I got this shit going on. Boom, boom, bam. I would love to, whatever. All I said, bro, I got a fight coming up. You make that shit happen, Wack. You can make it happen. So as I'm sitting here, right, I'm telling myself, how the fuck did we go from at the same table to motherfuckers is on?
It all blew out of proportion, bro. And listen, guys. Contracts have rules. I know everyone say do this, do that. When you sign a contract to get paid 6 figures, they have rules. That's just the way it is.
I understand that, but
and hold on real quick. If I sign a contract with the UFC, and then after my fight, I'm saying, oh, it's rigged. Fuck that. I should have won the fight. Fuck that. All this stuff. It's just weird as fuck.
You'll be wrong. Listen, you will be wrong. But Aiden, let me get you to understand something. Because, and again, it's not illegal like you said, because he heard you placing bets, right? Follow me, brother.
But he also asked me to place a bet with him too.
No, I don't know. You could be telling the truth. I can't speak on that because I wasn't there. I don't know about it. I'm only talking about what I know.
I think it was on the same stream.
And watch this. And watch
I can
this.
agree with you on this, Wack, by the way. It's a good take. It's not that it's illegal. It is definitely unethical, and it's what the fuck a little bit.
I'm just trying to tell you why he thought what he thought about you, not brand risk, not rain bet. Now, Aiden, watch this. Now let's throw these other things in there, and me and you know about it because we're dealing with the frustration of it. The fighters, right? This fighter, that fighter, this fighter, bro. When he saw Ruger on the same fight. After he was told the commission said he's not skilled enough to fight, it confused the fuck out of me.
Okay,
I'm gonna be real.
Hold on. What does that have to do with anything we're talking about?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Follow me. So they say last minute, the week of, Ruger's not skilled enough to box. Okay, she's Ruger on the lineup. And then just look at this picture. And then he has you with the bet with Act. He has you attempting the bet with DDG, right? And you're right. So now he's hearing this. This is why he said, Aiden, you won't allow your fighter. He identified the dude as your fighter. He don't fucking know you own fuck. I know for.
Okay, so can I ask Ack? And Ack, I'm gonna ask you this question. Akademiks.
Yeah.
Can you confidently say that, in your opinion, Blueface and Wack100 had no knowledge that Aiden Ross owns brand risk?
I swear to God, I didn't know. On my daughter's soul.
Ack.
I had no idea.
I would think y'all would know. But again, I'm not gonna put it past you as you did. But I would think. I mean,
Ack, let me show you something. Ack, after the fact, when shit started going down, maybe Tuesday, right?
Okay.
Maybe Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I started to do my own research, right?
Yes.
I went to ChatGPT and asked if Aiden Ross owned brand risk. It told me no. It said Jordan such and such. I'm gonna send it to you.
No, okay. And
Look,
listen, I'm a fair person. I'll vouch. Wack called. Hold on. Wack did call me.
That I had to go.
I just did ChatGPT and it says Aiden Ross owns brand risk.
Okay, well let me show you what it.
I'm not gonna lie though, Aiden. Wack did call me and said, "Hey,
it was
listen,
founded by Aiden Ross in 2024.
Hold on.
You can literally. Sure.
I don't know if it was a ChatGPT thing, but I will say this: Wack called me that time because both of y'all are talking high level stuff. I want to keep it.
Guys,
ChatGPT's
hold on. First of all, ChatGPT says Aiden Ross, but you're saying that's a reliable source?
No, hold on. No, he had told me that you didn't own it, and I said I don't know who owns the LLC, but that is his company.
My point is this: what I just sent you, it shows you the date that I ChatGPT'd, meaning I didn't fucking know.
Well, show your history. You could do that.
I just sent it to him.
Oh, let me see.
Says Tuesday.
Let me see your history. Let me see. Ack, send it to me.
Okay,
It'll show it.
I'm saying.
If I'm ChatGPTing on Tuesday, right? I don't know, Aiden. You get what I'm saying?
No, let me just see the history. Let me see. Ack, just send it to me.
So because these are screenshots, you might have to look at when the screenshot was taken. You know how to look at the metadata?
It says Tuesday, right?
No. That's not the ChatGPT question.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. Actually, I sent it.
Hold on, Wack.
Oh,
go on
you
your
want me to show the question?
Yeah, go on your ChatGPT app and take a screenshot.
Hold on. You gotta hold on. That ain't a problem. No, that ain't a problem.
Aiden, bro.
I mean, Ack, right? Let's see the history.
Okay, let me go to, how do I go to, because I just got the regular basic shit. So how do I?
Okay, so go on your app and then swipe to the left and it'll show your history.
Okay, hold on.
See, it'll show all your recent ChatGPT asks and then just click the one. And
all right, well,
it saves, by the way.
Hey, Sam, come here. You know how to fuck with this ChatGPT shit?
Here, share your screen on FaceTime. Tap the bar.
Hold on.
Sure.
Oh, but I could show the question. What is he telling me to do?
Wack, tap the three buttons and hit share screen, and I can see it. And Ack can too. You can share.
Hold on. Are you talking about the share the screen shit?
Yeah.
Share my screen shit?
Yep.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Where we at?
So now go to your ChatGPT app.
Okay, I'm gonna go to. So I ain't bullshitting. So.
Yo, my nigga Wack got an inmate locator on his fucking phone.
Okay, now hold on.
There's no history.
Go to this question because I got the question.
No, but where's your?
I got it. I screenshotted it. Hold on.
Huh? Wait, why'd you end your screen share?
Because I gotta go to my pictures, motherfucker. Hold on.
Wait, but Ack, did you see there's no history in his ChatGPT?
I mean, bro, I'm just showing you. I'm not lying to you, but hold on. I got the screenshot.
So I don't think he has an account.
No, Ack, it'll you can't if you don't have an account, you can't.
My point I'm trying to prove is this: if I would have known, I wouldn't have been fucking asking ChatGPT on fucking Tuesday.
No, but Act ChatGPT
Hold
on
on, hold on.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Aiden, we're fighting over small fries. I'm telling
No,
you.
but Act.
Hold on,
But Act,
hold on. Wait. Listen to me for a second. I know you trust me. I'm telling you. Around that same time, Wack calls me and he says, "Yo, I've been doing my homework on Aiden and everything. Aiden doesn't own brand risk." And I was like, "Huh?" I said, "Did you look up the LLC?" And he says, "Yeah,
guys,
I
it's on
did."
Google too. I just looked it up on Google and
Hold on.
ChatGPT.
I
It's
don't know.
everywhere.
I don't know where he got it from, but he told me, he did tell me back then. He said, "Oh, it's
Yeah, but
owned
Act,
by
if
a
you
guy named Jordan." And I was like, "That's what the LLC says."
Jordan
It says
Galen.
it says
here it
that
goes.
is the
Hold on.
either
Here
the
you go.
officer
You
or
go. No,
something.
I got a screen record. Hold on. Here, Actually, I'm gonna send it to both of y'all.
Okay,
Okay.
Screen
please.
recorded the question and every motherfucking thing. Hold on. Hey, there you go. Boom. Bro, I don't have to lie to you. I didn't fucking know.
You screen recorded the question?
Look at the
Yeah,
question.
that's like W. Like,
Look
yo,
at the question.
yo, Wack definitely recorded that call. Like, Wack
Hold on,
screen recorded the
Aiden-
Yeah,
question.
I know, Act. I know.
Look. What is the question up top? Does Aiden Ross?
I can't see it.
It didn't come through yet. Did you text the group chat?
Yeah, I sent it to you and him.
Okay, yeah, I'm waiting for it to come through.
Hold on. Let me one-on-one it.
Does Aiden Ross,
There you go.
what Aiden Ross does, Aiden Ross founded Brand Risk, the boxing,
I
he's a
got
public
it.
face host, so in
Bro,
practice.
I'm telling you, I didn't know. I'm proving to you, I didn't know.
Managed,
I knew
okay. You know what? At the bottom, it says managed by AR Management and Jordan Galen. So, yeah, Aiden Ross. Okay. So, I see
didn't
where
know.
you got confused. I can see where you got confused because it does say his name and my name, too.
Okay.
No, I don't. Where's your name at on there?
The number one, look, Aiden Ross founded Brand Risk Promotions, the boxing.
It did say, yeah, number one, the first bullet point is Aiden Ross founded brand risk or whatever.
No, but Wack, I can see you now. Okay, I'm gonna take your benefit here.
What I'm trying to tell you is, I didn't know because you thought you and Act is saying.
But you see it now. Look at number one. It says the first line. Aiden Ross owns Brand Risk. Like these are the face.
Hey, listen to me. If I'm Chat GPTing this on a Tuesday, my point is, I didn't know beforehand. If I
Okay.
would have known, I wouldn't have fucking. You get what I'm saying? I
Okay.
didn't know.
Wack, here's what I think
Oh,
we
okay.
should
I've
do.
never
by the way-
asked you. Hey,
Okay.
have I ever asked you what do you own? I don't do that.
Okay, all
You
right.
wanna tell
Wack.
me-
I think Aiden just acknowledged that he feels like there was a miscommunication, and he
No,
actually
Wack,
accepts.
I'm literally taking your benefit of the doubt. I'm
Okay.
literally
All
taking.
right. So how we fix
All
it?
right.
Let's get to the fixing part. We can fix this. It's the beautiful part.
Well, first of all, we see. I'm just learning that the agreed upon apology never got back to fucking eight.
I don't care about that. You asked me in the call with Ack, what do you want Blue to say?
What I'm
I
saying
wrote
is,
something. Bro, all I needed Blue to say was rain bet. You could have said fuck Aiden Ross. Blue
Hey,
could say
listen
fuck
to me.
Aiden.
They were
No.
going back and forth with me as if you were approving the shit.
That's why
No,
you don't
but-
bring lawyers into it. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why you don't. Because
Yo, bro, Act. You have to bring lawyers.
no,
but
because
you
the
can't
lawyers made it
communicate.
complicated though. The lawyers,
Listen,
the
listen.
lawyers like
Let me
made
tell
it.
you who made it complicated, right? And I stand on this. And Aiden know this shit. Aiden know if he got an issue at 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, if he hit Wack, I'm gonna pick up, regardless of what it is. I'm telling you, I honestly didn't think it was a fucking problem. If I would have, Aiden, you know I would have came and found you in the building and had the conversation. I would have never left the building.
Okay.
I'd have been like, bro, let me holler
No,
at you.
Wack. I understand. So,
Oh, by the way,
I-
Wack. Also, the Brand Risk ENT LLC, AR Management. AR is Aiden Ross, right? That's you.
I
Right?
don't know. I
yeah,
don't know.
that is me. I am AR, yes.
Yeah. So essentially, it's
I
kind of like a
don't-
shell
I
company.
just show you
Hold on a
some
second.
shit.
This is so pointless right here. Dude, can I just say one thing without being interrupted while you talk for 3 hours? Just please, guys. Wack, I sent you that because you asked on the phone with Ack, what do you want Blue to say? I wrote something out. And Wack, it could be fuck Aiden. I'll never do brand risk ever again. Fuck Aiden, fuck this, fuck that. It's just all I needed from him was to clear Rainbet's name and that there was no rigging. Hold on. And that Florida State Athletic Commission is the one who did the judging. Hold on. Ack and Wack, if you were there, and everyone in the chat, if you were there watching Gypsy versus Super Hot, the biased commentary, everyone was so upset in that building that Gypsy won. And hold on a second. And Wack, you even said on the mic 3 times, that's the judges. That's the judges. That's the judges.
I definitely
Fact.
said that.
So, and can I say last thing? Wack, the same people, the same exact Florida State Athletic Commission. When Blue fights Nick Young, it's going to be the same exact commission.
Okay.
So that's my point to you.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
When we was at that table for both fights, did I say something?
Yeah.
Did I say something to you? Did I say, oh,
You said, guys, everyone, Aiden does not make the calls here. The Florida State Athletic Commission judges are the one who makes the calls.
So listen, when I walk off to go get my wife because the crowd is down moving, right? Now I'm going to get my wife. I know Blue's covered. I didn't even hear what the fuck went on in the ring.
Wait, what is that your phone?
That's my partner. Nah, I don't fuck with my partner over there. I don't know what kind of weird ass ring that is.
Okay.
He's fucking Bahrainian.
Okay, I feel like we're going in circles. So this is a unique. This is the second time. This is a unique opportunity.
But no.
Aiden, how can he rectify it? And let's get Wack to see if he can possibly agree to it, please.
Hey, my question to you is, I want you to hold on. No, I want you to answer this. Keep it real. Do you believe that I thought there was a problem going on in that building after the fight? Do you think I thought it was a problem?
No, and neither did I.
Okay, so and the next day I didn't. Now, what I'm saying is everything I've said I did, I sent. Even when I would show you the edited apology. You get what I'm saying? Right? You see it. You're looking at it. I'm not saying it.
I understand. I didn't see that apology though until now. That's my first time. Yeah.
And I thought you did, and I'm waiting because you said you were putting together the agreement. You see what I'm saying? So
I understand what you're saying.
Miscommunication is like once I said, okay, I agree to this. All right, Aiden got it. He's gonna put the agreement based upon this. I never got the fucking agreement. I sent you the
Wack. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You're not even a bad dude, and I tell Ack this. I'm like, bro, I hate this shit. You hate it too. That's why I was gonna call you after the shower. I think, and Ack will agree because Ack said the same shit. If me, you, Blue, and Ack all got on the phone, I guarantee none of that shit would have ever happened.
If we add Blueface to this call right now, and Aiden says, "Listen, that's what I need you to say,"
fact, and I swear to God, and I told, hold on, Wack, and wait, real quick, Ack, did I tell you Monday, Tuesday, Ack? How do I just get Blue to get on this call? Did I tell you, Ack? Honestly,
and I told you, I said, "Listen, I don't have a relationship with him. My relationship is only with Wack." And I said, "DDG." I said, "If you want to talk to Blue directly,"
he did.
I said, you got to go talk to DDG and say, because I personally don't think that Blue would be like, oh, all I got to do is just clear brand risk name and I could still say fuck Aiden.
That's it.
And I get my money.
No. Wait, real quick.
First of all, read the motherfucking thing, bro. It wasn't even about fuck Aiden. Look at what we agreed to, bro. You want me to screenshot me sending that to Blueface?
No, I believe I'm taking your word.
Yeah. Wack, just like how the lawyers got it complicated, I think not talking to Blue, because I don't think Blue is like, I can't say that brand risk and Rainbed had nothing to do with the fight result.
Bro, Blue, hold on, Act, because Blue could have been like, fuck Aiden, I would never box or Bears again, but that shit was not rigged. That's all he had to say.
Hey, bro, listen to me. Look at what we agreed to. I can send you a screenshot, me sending that to Blue. Are you good with this?
I'm saying I haven't seen that, so you could show me.
Wait, hold on. What did Blueface say to that?
No, he said he was cool with it. I think he called me.
I never seen that.
Okay. All right, hold on. All right, we'll make it easy. All right, so, Aiden, you have this message now? You have this message now? Blue said he's good with it? Is that message satisfactory? You could probably take some time, but if he's still down to do that,
I don't have it, guys. Where is it?
No, I texted to you. I don't have it. It's a screenshot from Wack got these big ass.
Oh, with his lawyer, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, because that's who's fucking.
But Act. That's not with him and Blue. That's someone named.
I'm about to show you with me and Blue.
So, okay, but Ack said I have the screenshot. I don't have it.
No, wait. Didn't I send you this one? It says, how about keeping it simple? I said a few things over the weekend after my fight. I was heated after the loss. I disagree with the fight decision. That has nothing to do with brand risk.
No, Ack, that's not between him and Blue.
Yeah, no. But apparently that was approved. That was approved by them. That's what I'm saying. If you approve it,
Wack,
you guys
that's
can
his
move
lawyer.
on.
That's not my lawyer. That's his lawyer.
Yes, but I'm saying, would you approve that? If not,
Let me read it. Let me read it.
I sent it to you.
I'm gonna read it out loud, okay?
Okay.
I said a few things over the weekend.
Don't read it out loud because it's for him to say. Don't read it out loud. It's for him.
All right, let me read it in my head. Give me 1 second. Bro, literally, yes. Like, that's literally all it took.
Okay.
Bro, dude, yes.
Have him do it tonight and let's get a payment going.
That's why I'm upset, bro.
Hold on.
That's all it
what
took.
I'm telling you is, hey, Aiden, I'm under the, remember, Aiden, you said what you said, and you were gonna, remember, it was a 50% thing, right? Remember?
What 50% thing?
You were gonna remember, you were gonna write something up, he was gonna say that.
And send half.
You were gonna,
okay, I get it.
You were gonna send half.
No, yes.
But things broke down. Things broke down right now. So like,
Can I be honest with you? Can I talk? Ak, and I want your opinion on this. You're the mediator here. Ak, him and I are going back and forth with our legal at this point. You see a post go up from Wack100. It has something to do with me and Blue. Now, could you blame me for escalating this after I already gave 48 to 72 hours? After I see a post, I'm like, okay. I sent it straight to you, Ak. I was like, all right, GG. He went to the internet. Thank you. So that's
but listen. Hey,
why do that when we're in the middle of trying to fix it?
Hey, listen. I ain't playing for the content right now. We passed that. I think we both understand it was a breakdown in communication because I'm under the assumption you're writing something up for the 50%, right? So I'm waiting. You get what I'm saying? We've already agreed. As you see, we've agreed. Edit. We agreed. Okay, well, where the fuck is the Aiden? I sent you the wiring information. Look at your phone.
No, I saw that. I saw you said the
Wack.
I did see that.
If they agree with the statement, we're on live right now. Aiden's reputation is worth way more than half of whatever he was said.
Bro.
If Aiden just said, hold on, wait, give me like 30 seconds.
Sure.
Aiden just agreed on my stream that he would be cool with that. That's worth way more than half of what he would have sent. Why can't Blue just get on and say that? If Aiden doesn't follow through, I'll even be about to say
exactly.
Aiden didn't.
No. Look, this is what I want to happen.
What?
Aiden, we ain't talking. What I want to happen is what I fucking agreed to you with.
What?
Right? What you laid it out. Right? You said, Wack, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do this. He's gonna say this. And when he says that, then I'll send the other half. I agree. Now, where we went wrong at, and it's not on you and not on me, where it went wrong at is when I'm thinking the fucking back and forth edits are being approved by you and then coming to me.
Bro.
They never made it to you. What I showed you is I wasn't bullshitting because you see the times and dates that this shit is happening.
Wack, I think
that means I'm putting forth effort because me and you agreed to something.
I understand. Dude, wait, hold on. Wait. I know it's on stream. Why don't you, me, and Blue have a conversation off stream? And all he has to do, we just find a medium. I'm going to send your money if this gets cleared up, dude. Like, I don't... Guys, look at my stat record. Yo, every main event has always been paid that night. Every single person... Can I... Bro, if it was just fixed with that little 3-sentence thing, I would have been sent the bread. And Akademiks... Vouch, Ak. Have I ever... Hold on, wait. Ak, have I ever fucked anybody in brand risk out of payment?
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
I'm gonna be honest, just respectfully. I know that I'm not saying Blueface didn't get fairly compensated, but I know it's not enough money that Aiden would even contemplate this game.
No, listen
like,
to me.
I know this is.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
About the act. Let me ask you a question. Everything I said, I sent. Right? You knew my intentions, Aiden. You fucking too. Both of y'all know my intentions was to fix this shit. Aiden, we had other fucking business, did we not?
Yeah, I still want to go back.
So you think I wasn't trying to fix this shit?
Bro, I still want to go back to Compton.
Listen. Do you think I wasn't trying to fix this shit?
I'm not saying you were, bro, but like,
Okay,
it's,
then, so what
bro,
I'm
if
saying
Blue,
is-
yo, you know what's so crazy? If Blue literally never said rigged tampering, this would have, you would have been
We
paid.
past that. Listen,
Facts. You know what? We are. So let's focus
we
on the
past
now.
that. So
Let's
what I'm
focus on the
saying
now.
is-
All right, hold on.
You're right.
What I'm saying is,
Let's focus
look,
on the now.
what
and
I'm
let's focus-
saying is, the last revision of the apology, you're just seeing, and I thought you saw as you see.
Correct. This
right?
is my first time seeing it. That's right.
Well, you're seeing Blueface agreed to that. We were still in Miami. We hadn't left. So it had to been late Tuesday because we left Tuesday night. Delayed flights. So if you're agreeing to that, then we just don't do that?
Well, do you want to have Blueface go on stream and say what he wants to say?
No, I want to get off the stream and have a conversation with you so we know exactly what we're doing. Blueface already got the script. He been had it since Tuesday.
All right, could he get on tonight and say Aiden will send it?
Stop. I don't want a script. I want it to come from the heart. He can still say fuck Aiden. I don't fuck with Aiden. I just need him to clear up.
It had to be
Wait a minute.
script
Wait. I just need Rainbet to send you guys your money, okay?
Yeah,
I don't care.
well, here's the
Yo,
thing.
wait, real quick. Wack, he can say fuck Aiden. I will never fight for Aiden ever again. I don't care.
Okay,
I don't
well,
care.
listen.
I don't care. He
Hey.
needs to just clear Rainbet.
So what I need from you, listen to me. Hear me out. I'm going back to with your structure. I need you to draw that up and send that to me, bro.
We already have a contract. If he just does what he does, I'm gonna send your bread.
No, Aiden. Okay. Remember the last time you said Wack? I'm gonna draw it up. It's on the text. I'm gonna draw it up, right, and send that. If the apology is made, this is what it is. It's no different than when I had to sign the fucking amendment to accepting Chibu as a fighter. We got over such and such. It was a different page. It was simple to the point. No problem. Bro, you gotta understand. I'm managing right now, right?
Wack. Listen. At the end of the day, I don't have your money. Rainbet does. So let's make Rainbet.
Well,
But hold on. But Wack, let's let you get paid. Let's do this the right way, like we were supposed to. A simple statement, and guess what? Everyone's happy. You're happy.
The right way what we were supposed to do, Aiden, by your words was you were drawing it up, so it said that.
But Wack, that was before you went to the internet first, bro.
Okay, we both went to the internet.
But you went first. I had to defend myself.
Don't make it right. We both went to the internet.
I agree, but I'm not the one who wanted.
Aiden.
Why?
So, NBA Youngboy has 12 kids and he has 2 more on the way. I ain't gonna lie, gang. YB, he's making his own team. You feel me? 12 kids, probably like 10 BMs, 11 BMs. Like, that's what he's supposed to do. Like, Malu Trevejo said that she was pregnant at one point. Another girl said that she was pregnant. Like, YB is disciplining a baby in all these women, bro. And I will never forget the interview. He said that he doesn't really care about being a father. He just likes to, you feel me? Yeah. But let me know how you guys feel about all of this. Do you think NBA Youngboy will pass 20 kids by the end of 2025? Or will he do it in 2026? Because we know he's about to have like 4 or 5 kids a year minimum. So we will see.